Hi, Felicia's my name and salad's my thing. And welcome to another segment of Lettuce by Felicia. Today we're gonna do a spinach salad with hot bacon dressing. I can hardly contain myself because I love bacon. I don't want any turkey bacon, so sorry for all of you that like turkey bacon. I just like plain old bacon. And I tried turkey bacon, just not a fan. But we're gonna make this spinach salad. I'm just a fan of spinach. As I said before, it's a superfood. It's good for you, it's good to you, it's yummy to your tummy. So I started with some of my spinach in here because I don't like the stems, remember? So started taking some of the stems off. I might have missed a few, but we're gonna take those stems off. And see all those stems right there? I'm just not a fan. I don't want to chew all of that. I just want the lettuce. Look at that. That's all I want. So we're gonna take the stems off some more. Now it's ready. Now I've got some bacon drippings. Maybe not the healthiest thing, but it's bacon drippings. How about that? So I'm gonna pour some of those. Look at that. Look at that. Bacon drippings in this little bowl. I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of Dijon mustard, and that's different from regular mustard. Not quite a tablespoon, maybe a teaspoon. I'm going to use a little red wine vinegar, a little splash. Mustard out. I may do it. And the recipe calls for sugar, but I'm going to use honey rather than sugar. How about that? So I'm going to just, don't you fall down. I'm going to just stir this all up, see what I need to add to it. That Dijon mustard gives it a different kind of little flavor. Whip it up really good. And if it was not hot enough for my salad, then I would just put it back in the microwave or on top of the stove, or however you're doing that. But that's that. I'm gonna take this fork here. Sometimes I just surprise myself. But I'm gonna add a little bit more bacon drippings. But that is really good. I want to give it a different flavor. So I am going to add a little Worcestershire sauce. Give it just a little bit of bam, a little bit of peppery flavor. Let's see what that really does to it. And I don't want you all to think I'm double dipping. I used this fork the first time. I'm going to use this fork the second time. It gave it just what I wanted it to have. So now that I've got my dressing there, it's ready. I'm going to add its toppings. Now I've crumbled up some bacon. I don't know how many of you use your kitchen shears to cut your bacon or your eggs or all of that. I do both. Sometimes I crumble it, sometimes I cut it. I have about 5 sets of scissors. I keep one specifically in my kitchen for cutting. It does not cut paper, anything. It is strictly for kitchen. So if you don't have any kitchen shears, add them to your lineup. You just need some kitchen shears so that you don't have to tear all this apart. Just cut it. Look at how neat that. All of my bacon is pretty uniform. So look at that. Done. Now I'm going to cut up some slivers of red onion because that's what it calls for. How many of you are spinach salad fans? If you're not, you probably should be. How about that? And my onion doesn't want to cooperate today. Well, guess what? When all else fails and doesn't cut right, you just keep talking and play like it's part of your script. How about that? Okay, here we go. Now we're cooking with bacon fat. So I've got my onion ready, and because I want my eggs to be a little uniform in this salad, I'm going to use an egg slicer. How many of you have an egg slicer? You don't? You don't have to. But look at that. Done. It happens to be Pampered Chef. Shameless plug. I happen to sell Pampered Chef, so you can have this too. So look at that. Look at that egg. Isn't that pretty? I'm not ready for it to go in my salad yet, but look at that egg. Look at it. Now we're going to do one more. And I cut it both ways because I don't want big slices of egg in my salad. How many of that red onion smells amazing. I wish we had smell-o-vision so you could smell it. And also what a spinach salad calls for is mushrooms. If you don't like mushrooms, don't add mushrooms. I like mushrooms. I'm really a fan of baby bellas right now, but this calls for white mushrooms. So that's what we're gonna use. And I'm gonna cut them so that they're small. So people that don't like mushrooms might have a little bit more of a problem taking them out, but I try to ask my guests if they're having dinner, brunch, lunch at my house, do you like mushrooms? Do you like all of the ingredients of a spinach salad? And some may say, I don't know what all the ingredients are. And then when I tell them, they can tell me how I can create their spinach salad specifically for them. So now that I've got all of my ingredients together, we're going to put them in the salad. So now I'm going to go put those mushrooms in there. Look at that. Look at that. Mushrooms in the salad. You see that? Look at those mushrooms. Next, we're gonna, these onions may be a little big, so I'm gonna just chop them down just a little bit more. If you're not like red onions, we can leave them out. But for today's segment, we're gonna put them in there. So now I'm gonna put these red onions in there. Oh my gosh, they smell amazing. Love, love, love red onions. And if they're too big, you can either take them and tear them with your hand, or get your shears out again and just cut those little red onions to where they are the size that you want them to be. And now, what would be a spinach salad with hot bacon dressing without the bacon? So I'm gonna put the bacon in there. And I'm gonna pour the dressing on before I put the eggs in there. Here we go, look. Oh. And if your dressing is hot enough, then it will wilt your spinach salad. So I'm gonna scrape all of that out of there because I want it all in there. And now, the star attraction, or one of the star attractions, I'm gonna add some of these eggs in here. Now there it is right now before I toss it. So I am going to just toss it and use these shears right here. Because the reason I'm tossing it with these shears is because I want to cut some of this spinach down a little bit, okay? So I'm tossing it to make sure that it all marinates well together. And now I'm going to show you a little trick. If you don't want to just use your, just a plain old bowl for your salad, let me show you how to impress your guest. Because I told you, I'm a little bit bougie. Isn't that pretty? We're going to do this just like this. Isn't that lovely? Look at that. Spinach salad in a fancy glass. Now, for the true test. That's mighty tasty. I'm going in again, because it's my salad. Can you hear that crunch from the bacon? That crunch from the onion. It's just really good. I made it a little messier, but I'll clean that up. Spinach salad with a hot bacon dressing. Easy. You can have this on your table in 10 minutes or less. It's good. It's semi-healthy. I mean, that bacon dripping is not so much, but you're eating bacon, you may as well have all of it that goes together. So, you can put it in this glass, you can put it in a bowl, you can put it in whatever you like. I just wanted to do something fancy today. If you want it in a little bowl, there you have it. Spinach salad in a bowl, spinach salad in a goblet. Here you go. Felicia's my name and salad's my thang. Welcome to Lettuce by Felicia. I wish we had smell-o-vision because this is yummy to my tummy. And it's pretty healthy. So I'll see you next time. Bye now.